Hi everyone, Mark Mendin with the LA Times Lakers blog. I'm standing here with my colleagues, Mike Bresnahan, Brad Turner. And you know what? NBA playoffs are starting, but Brad, I know you're excited for a little bit more than that because the Lakers are playing New Orleans, your hometown.
A little etouffee, are you kidding me? A little jazz. Who cares about a basketball game? It's all about the good food in New Orleans and the good vibe, Mike Bresnahan.
Can I point out that even though it's kind of an impromptu roundtable, so to speak, Brad Turner still is probably the best dressed, even on a practice day. Today they just had a little.
He puts us to shame every single day of the week.
He really does. I mean,
you guys are embarrassing me. Stop it.
We'll try not to make you blush. Well, before we get into the series, Lakers-Hornets starting Sunday, Game 1, what's on the menu with New Orleans? Things to do there, things to eat. What's for people who are Laker fans that might be wanting to travel there?
I'll be working very hard. I'll be at every single shoot-around, every game. If the game starts at 8:30, I'll be there by 3 o'clock. I mean, I'll be there working hard. I may have one meal while we're there, but I'm working hard. This is serious stuff.
Yeah, you don't mess around.
I think he'll be out till 3 o'clock every night is what he meant to say, personally.
You know what? He works hard, plays hard, BT. And the Lakers coming into this playoffs, and you posed an interesting question. We talked to Phil Jackson not too long ago where you asked, where do you see this team at this point? They won 17-1 after the All-Star break, but then they hit a little bit of that stride where they lost 5 games in a row. They ended with 2 wins against San Antonio and Sacramento, but they weren't the most impressive. What's your read on the team entering the postseason?
They're impossible to read. I mean, think about this. They went 0-3 before the All-Star break, lost to Cleveland. That's Cleveland. That's Cleveland.
Worst team in the league.
Hey, that is Cleveland. They lost to them. So they go 0-3 before the All-Star break, 17-1, 0-5, and they win 2 games. Who are the Lakers? Does anyone have any idea? I asked Kobe Bryant the same question last night. He goes, I don't know. We are a weird team. And yes, they are a weird team. I don't think you can actually define who they are just yet. I don't think they quite know who they are. I mean, obviously, they're a great team, and they can be a great team, is what I should say. Right. We don't know. We won't know, even if they go up 2-0 in the series, because they still might have that clinker game in them, and I think they will. So until they get to maybe the second round in the playoffs, if they get there, and we think they will, we don't quite know who they are just yet.
Well, for now, the Lakers are playing the Hornets beginning Sunday, Mike, and they swept them in the regular season. David West has been out for the rest of the season because he had that ACL injury. The Lakers have shown they have the size advantage. Chris Paul is a speedy guard for them. You look at all those dimensions and storylines. How do you see the Lakers matching up with them?
Yeah, BT, it doesn't matter who they are right now. They're playing New Orleans. This thing's over in 4 games. Put it on the board.
Wow, 4 games. You want me to put it on right now?
Put it on the board. Put it on the board. Lakers in 4. I want to hear your prediction. I'm going on record. Lakers in 4. They match up very
wow, a sweep.
They match up very well with this team, and they always have for as long as I can remember. Chris Paul will give them some fits, but, Lakers in 4.
Now, you have to excuse my handwriting, but Mike Bresnahan writes Lakers in 4. I'm sure New Orleans will use this as bulletin board material. What about you, BT?
I'm taking the Lakers in 9 games.
9 games? You know, how's that possible?
We get to go to New Orleans 3 times, baby. Why not? No. In all seriousness, I'm taking the Lakers in 6. And you know why? Because I still think they have a game or 2 where they won't play their best because they just won't have the energy to do it. They have to prove me wrong. And right now I'm saying the safe bet, Lakers in 6.
Okay, so I'm going to write
What's safe about that? That's
Lakers in 6 or 9?
Lakers in 6. And why would I ever agree with Mike Bresnahan? Are you kidding me? No way. Lakers in 6.
Well, I'm going to go down the middle. I agree with you that the Lakers are going to have one of those games. I think, especially Game 3, where they'll let down. They'll be up 2-0. They have to go back to New Orleans where the Hornets face a must-win situation. I'm going to take it in 5, but I think the Lakers are a lot more overmatched than the Hornets, whatever the Hornets can bring.
Do you like watches and chocolate? You're so Switzerland right now. Right down the middle, very neutral, kind of split.
I was trying to split the difference between you guys.
All right, that's fine.
I'm going to tell my family what Mike Bresnahan said about their team getting swept down there in New Orleans. Are you kidding me? Come on, baby. You got to know this is New Orleans be going down to hang out with the fellas and the people down in New Orleans.
I love that city. I don't see us going back there for a Game 6, us being the 3 of us, of course, Lakers in 4. I'll stick to it. I could see it in 5 maybe, but I'm going to stick with 4.
So I'm going to Swiss cheese. Maybe the Lakers in 5.
He's taking my side.
I'm going to stick with Lakers in 9. In 6. You know what I mean.
Well, I'm going to write what I'm saying real quick just so we have it on the record. We're all saying Lakers are going to win Mike saying Lakers in 4. It's not a problem. I think they're not going to have a problem either. Lakers will have a letdown one of the games. You think they'll have a letdown more in one of those games? We'll see who's right. But lastly, what's the wager? Whoever wins here.
Mike Bresnahan has to wear a nice light-colored suit. Not those dark ones he wears all the time. How about that?
Wow. What's the wager for BT?
BT has to show up in a tank top and shorts to the first game of the second round, assuming they make it to the second round, which I think they will. Make it like a Corona Light tank top, and maybe like some mesh football shorts that say, I don't know, Washington State football 1982, something like that.
Like six-man football, like you played in high school? That kind of?
I played eight-man football. Eight-man football.
Yeah, a lot of the readers were asking about that.
Well, I played for a very little prep school in the Valley. I was an 8-1-8er for school, and I was 2-time All-League. Once at defensive end.
You tell them they already know that.
Well, yeah, it's I have to stand up to the ridicule from Brad Turner and occasionally Phil Jackson as well.
Who's heard of 8-man football? Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, 8-boy football. That's more like it. They were little kids out there playing the game.
Well, we did play 80-yard fields because our prep school legs would get very tired towards the end of the game. So we only went 80 yards instead of 100 yards. I will say that's the one accurate thing that you might say from time to time.
Okay, well, if there is a next segment, we'll have to save that debate as far as what you brought to the gridiron then. But for now, we're going to wrap it up. We'll see who wins in this contest as far as who's right, who's wrong.
I agree to that.
You have to agree to that?
Yeah, I haven't agreed to wearing a tank top. Are you kidding me? It's still not summertime just yet.
Switzerland says you have to wear a tank top, so there we go.
All right, fine.
Stay tuned.